The easiest way to get into the meditative state is to begin by listening.
So the Ironman training started 2 weeks ago, and I've been working my tail off. I mean, absolutely working my tail off. Been in the gym hour to hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours every night. I'm gonna get this thing. I just mountain biked 8.6 miles in an hour and 4 minutes. Now I gotta head to the gym, gonna go for a swim, and then I'm gonna go for a road bike. So I got a busy day. So this is kind of similar to the first time I signed up for my first marathon. Had no experience, started watching videos, started watching things, started talking to people that have completed marathons, and I made my way through it. The goal was to finish, right? And I did. Fell in love with it, and then I ran 2 more. I just felt like for me, this was the next step. I don't know anything about it. It was gonna be a learning experience, and it'd be fun learning all those things, and it'd be just another avenue for me to get in shape and stay in shape. But I've only really competed in 1 out of 3 of the items that I've got to do in an Ironman. I've never biked before on a road, never really rode a road bike. I rode a mountain bike, but not a road bike. And I've never really swam. I've jumped off of diving boards, I've swam with my kids, but I've never jumped in a pool to swim laps. So 2 weeks ago, the first time I went to the pool at the gym, I swam to the end of the pool, which was 25 yards. And I could barely make it there. And I looked up on the sign on the wall, and it said 76 of those equal 1 mile. I was like, I've got to go 1.2 miles. This is going to be a problem. But it's only a problem if you let it be a problem. And I've got to continue training, and I've got to continue practicing and getting my levels up to where they need to be so that I can finish this race. Again, this is all about finishing the race. I'm not worried about making an incredible time. I just want to finish. So part of this journey is education. And I've had to educate myself in the last couple weeks. And I'll continue to educate myself as I move along in this process. Went to the Play Try store, which is a store that focuses on triathlons. Talked to the owner, talked to another guy that works there, and they've been a tremendous help for me. Just kind of lining things out, giving me advice, giving me things to work on, and giving me things to focus my absolute attention on. And on top of that, they've convinced me to compete in a small sprint triathlon next weekend. I told him, look, I'm not ready for this. And he said, yeah, you are. Time to get your feet wet. So I'm gonna compete my first triathlon next weekend. Again, I've been in the gym nonstop. I've been learning about aerodynamics. I've been learning about speed. I've been learning about agility. I went to a swim clinic yesterday at the Michael Johnson Performance Center, and it was an incredible, incredible clinic that taught me a lot of fundamentals that will help me in my swim. So this morning I rode my mountain bike and I did 8.6 miles. Now it's time for me to do a 30-minute road bike. The mountain biking had nothing to do with it. I just love mountain biking. But today on my schedule, I've got a 30-minute bike ride on the road, and then I'm headed to the gym to swim. So in the meantime, before I go on my 30-minute bike ride, I've got to fix this. This fell off my bike on my ride yesterday. This is CO2 cartridges. They just kind of screw onto the back of my bike. It looks like I've got nitrous oxide powering me. But this is just in case I get a flat. It fell off. I didn't have my headphones on yesterday because I forgot to put them on before I left. Fortunately, I didn't, because I would have never heard it and I would have been like, where did that go? So I gotta repair this. So that didn't work. I think this little screw or something is stripped. I'm gonna have to figure something else out. I don't have time to mess with it because I have to get to the gym and swim and get this ride over with. So hopefully I don't have a flat. But with me, you never know. Oh yeah, the bike I bought. So I can't tell you about it yet, but this bike has some history to it. I bought it off a guy that has competed in Ironmans. Somebody kind of like me. There's actually been a book written about him. So I was fortunate to pick up this bike and continue the legacy, which I want to make a whole video just on this bike itself. Has a lot of history. The guy that rode the bike, pretty amazing story. I can't wait to share it.
I want you to listen to the sound of my voice just as if it were noise. Don't try to make any sense out of what I'm saying, because your brain will take care of that automatically. You don't have to try to understand anything. Just listen to the sound. As you hear sounds coming up in your head, you simply listen to them as part of the general noise going on, and soon you will find that the so-called outside world and the so-called inside world come together, come together, come together, come together, come together. They are a happening, and everything is simply a happening. All you're doing is watching it.
The Ironman is for me. Getting in shape is for me. These videos are for you. I still to this day get comments on my first marathon video that says, hey, I'm signed up for my first marathon. Thanks for encouraging me. It's amazing. So I'll keep putting these out, keep working hard, keep training hard. Whatever your goal is, you can do it.